Live at the Chill Zone, Mega Mike. How we doing,
Yes, sir.
brother?
We're back at it again, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing it good. It's a sunny day out there today.
And we've got a special guest in the building. Shady
Shady
Boss
Boss
420.
420.
Yes, sir.
How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
Shady?
I'm doing good.
Would you like to get called Shady Boss or 420 or Shady Boss 420 full name?
You can just call me Shady Boss.
Shady
Yes, sir.
Balls.
Shady boss.
That's
Yes,
cool,
sir.
man. Yeah, we need to tell the story about how we came across each other's content. Like, I found one of Shady's videos in the algorithm through me, Shady, and I was like, oh, let's have a look. Had a look, and I commented saying, because in the video he raps at the start, and he raps about Rust, and I love rap, and I love Rust. I was like, that's brilliant. And then I commented on it, and he had commented back saying, I've seen your guys' podcast. I can't remember the exact word, and I don't want to misword you there, but you know what I mean, right? You said that you'd seen the podcast and you quite liked it, and
Yeah,
then
I
here we are.
mentioned that I watched one of the Rust. Actually, I think I watched a couple of your Rust casts at that point, and I was like, your show's pretty good.
Oh, thank you,
Sir,
brother.
thank you.
Appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate that. But that was that cool. I was like, what? You've heard of us? That's fucking crazy. We've got like 10 subs at that point, but we're getting close to the 100 now. We're at that 98.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Sir.
I see you're
Sir.
creeping up to that 500 as well. That yourself though.
Oh yeah, creeping.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Getting up there. You're getting up there. So you're focusing on Rust content right now.
Yeah, so I'm doing a heavy focus on Rust. I was I started to do a little bit of Dead Side when it was getting a little long without any information for Rust.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of Dead Side content, and then Rust started to talk about the new gen, and I was like, well, I better get back on Rust, you know?
So are you following
Yeah.
trends, or are you following games that you like playing? Do you think it's?
Well, it's games I like playing, but like I do kind of go with a little bit of trends, but like the thing was like when Rust was getting stale and Deadside got like Shadow released, it actually had a good appeal because it had vehicles.
Mm.
Now that Rust is getting helicopters and other things, right?
Mhm.
It's kind of like right now I'm playing it for content mostly right now, but when it does come out with the new gen version, it will be very fun to play compared
Bro.
to Dead Side, I think.
Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
they've saved Rust? But they've saved Rust with this, Rust
Yeah,
console.
they've
Yeah.
saved console
They
edition
pulled
with this
like
for
the,
sure.
the royal flush. You know what I mean? Like just like
Yeah.
boom. Like here's a new game. Here's a
Yeah.
fresh new approach at this game that you love. It's not only going to be for the diehards that were still grinding up. Even today, I was fucking unlocking BPs and doing stuff on us. You know what I mean? Like so, it's
Yeah.
like it's not just for it's for the people that have left the game, like you said, that have maybe went and tried other games
Trying to
and
get them back.
One,
yeah, trying to get these people back. And I went and bought Dead Side. I told Mike, I was like, I've downloaded Dead Side. I'm gonna try it, and I didn't like it, man. Like I didn't
it
like
was
the way it
alright,
felt.
but-
See the way the character ran and interacted with the world. It was slightly off. It didn't. He felt lighter, and he didn't feel. I don't know. It's hard to explain. He didn't feel the same as Rust. And when I was
Yeah.
playing it, I was just like, nah, this isn't for me. Even though there's motorbikes and there's, whatever, I was just like, nah, this isn't for me.
I watched videos on it and I couldn't get into it there because you said you downloaded it there, and I said, well, I'll check it out on YouTube, and
The
I watched
building.
like 4 or 5 videos on it. Man, I just couldn't
Yeah.
get into it. You know what I
The
mean?
building's
And-
weird, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing
One-
with Rust too, it's stagnant for us though, right? Because if you were just like gonna start playing this game, you'd get quite a bit of entertainment out of it. But once you get like 1,000 hours in this game, you know what I mean? It's like you kind of want to reach for more, right? And it's just nice when you get those monthly updates. You know what I mean?
Do you think you would want to reach for more if PC didn't exist, though? See, if you didn't know of the possibilities, if you didn't know there's a possibility of having helis and all these different things,
Yes and no. Like it wouldn't be.
do you think
I
it
wouldn't
would?
be like.
Do Rust console would have as much
eager
of
for
a?
it, I think.
Really?
Because you don't have anything to compare it to, right?
Mm.
And that's kind of the hard thing about probably the creators for Rust console, because they're trying to probably keep up with that, you know what I mean, or try to like make it somewhat similar as possible, right, of the gaming experience, right? Which I think they're doing a great job, and this new game's going to be great too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing, but it's just once we play this game, once we play it for a few months, you know what I mean, you're always going to want something different or something added. You know what I mean? Like just to keep it fresh for you, right?
Well,
what do you think there, Shady?
You know what thing that Rust has, even at this version of the game, that no other survival game on console can compete with for the way it is?
What's that?
The electricity systems and the water systems for farming and stuff like that.
That's right.
I agree 100%, man.
Pretty complex, man. You can make some complex stuff with that electrical system.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I love it. I love all of that, man. I love that side of it too. That's why we jumped on a PvE server one time just for a few days there.
And I've actually recently kind of played the game a little differently in the last little bit, because I've started a new series. It's kind of like how a solo gets a start, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it
okay.
I'm doing it on an official server, and it's basically going from a rock and a torch to like a base and furnaces and.
Yeah, that's perfect for people that are picking up the game from the start. They need that, man. The amount of videos that I've watched on that, and the amount of views that people that make those types of videos, dude. So yeah, jump on that. We were talking about doing those videos as well, build videos, and maybe not exactly the way you described it there. We were talking about but that's a good, that from what you're basically giving them the blueprint there. Then so
like the fundamentals,
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah.
It helps to know that before like going into the game. Like I think most people that probably get into this game, they probably have watched YouTube videos and stuff too, but a lot of times you're just like kind of watching ones of raiding and the action packed kind of side of it, right? And you don't really get to see like that grind side of it a lot of times too, right? You know what I mean, of how they got there to do what they're doing. You know what I mean? And you kind of realize real fast, like, you know what I mean, what's all involved when you start playing, right? It hits you pretty good. You're like, wow, man, there's a lot of work to this to get doing that type of stuff, right? But
you've been playing this game since beta, is that right, Shady?
Yeah, since beta,
Sure.
That's just. I wish I'd played it from beta, to be honest, because I wish I'd seen all the changes that you've probably seen.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
We didn't even have a tech tree when it first came out.
Yeah, everything was off learn the blueprints, when you found an item.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
The good old research table was very handy.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be key.
Jeez, that must have been such a slower process.
It was very slow, yeah. Very slow.
So you went away from the game for a little while then, I'm assuming, obviously, because looking at your content, you've got different games on there. So, but now you feel the hype's back, the energy's back, the new gen's coming. And
it's more exciting right now,
It's exciting, bro. It's fucking
anticipation, man.
If only we could get the PlayStation Store fixed.
Right. We're on a positive note here, Shady.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the place. No, let's talk about the PlayStation Store. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit worrying, but fingers crossed, mate, that on the 19th, it'll come up as $8 ferry for you there. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. Rather than the $69.99 that's going to show right now. Okay.
Jeez.
We don't want $69.99. We want $8 ferry, please.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. But nobody knows. I think it's a Sony thing, right? It's nothing we can do about it right now.
It's definitely a Sony thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
I'm sure though it'll all work itself out here. There come early release though.
If
I'm
it
sure
will,
they got something
for
good
sure,
for
it will. It will.
I'm pretty sure it'll be like the 19th will be when this probably gets all sorted out.
Yeah. I think they probably already have something like probably in the works to sort it all out. They're probably just not going to implement it probably the 19th, right? They're probably not just going to put it in motion.
I think it's something to do with the pre-order stage, right? So
Yeah.
I made a video there. The PlayStation changed how that pre-order is displayed on the home screen of the PS5. So it was displaying just a small pre-order word beside the price, and now there's a big white background with available for pre-order up at the top of the picture. Yeah.
Okay. SHADYBOSS420 in here. So solo life. Is solo life the life for you then?
For the most part, I do duos and trios sometimes. I would like to get on a bigger team at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But have you spent most of your time in solo though? Most of your Rust hours?
Majority of my Rust hours are solo, yes.
Oh, that's
Yes,
cool.
sir.
Yeah, I was like that for a while as well, to be honest. The old solo grind.
Yeah, when I
There's
first
something
started
about
playing, I was solo.
Yeah, there's something about it, but I do enjoy the team playing more though, if I'm honest. Yeah.
I have played with an 8-man at one point, and I will say it was a lot easier playing with an 8-man than playing solo. And a lot less getting raided.
Yeah,
that's right, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's a crazy community, right? It's freaking crazy. Like I remember when I first got raided. I told the story the other day there, but like the first few times I got raided, I think it really shocked me how like personal it felt. Do you know what I mean? Because you spend the time making this thing, crafting it and designing it and putting these things in place and building up, running around gathering things, and boom, and then someone comes with these big things and just blows all your shit up and takes all your stuff and kills you. It's like ah! Like it's so personal. You know what I mean?
That's why the number one rule of Rust, other than don't trust anyone, the number one rule of Rust is do not get attached to your loot.
Dropping gems. Right. Dropping gems, Shady Balls. When you get one of those air horns when you said that, they're like, because you're right, bro. Do not get attached to loot, people. That is the best piece of advice. Yep.
Stashes are key too.
Oh, stashes
are underrated.
Yeah,
stashes are underrated, dude. I know you can only put six items in there, but come on, if you put 10 down, that's 60.
You know what friggin' drives someone really nuts? Is when they got like a great big base and they're raiding it, and then finally they get to core and they see all those boxes, and there's nothing in them.
Nothing. But do you know what we done, Shady Boss? We done it one time. We had a back and forward, and it was on a vanilla server. Also, may I add, we had built this base, and it was really secure. And we were back and forward with this one person non-stop, like fighting. We like raided them a couple of times. They raided one of our bases, and there was nothing in it, right? And it must have took them, I don't know, like. Try to remember how many doors there was, like high qual doors, like G doors, like the path they took. It must have.
It wasn't cheap.
It was not cheap. And right in the core, next to the TC, was a locked box that they must have smashed open, and all inside it was a note, and on the note it said www.youtube.com/rustylooters. and that's it. And we're starting to leave them everywhere now, all across the map. So
yeah, it's nice though, because then you just like sleep close to the door, and then you can find out who killed you. You know what I mean? If they're using rockets, and boom, right? So you could get their names. They're gonna finish the raid and get nothing, and then it's just gonna cost them. They're not gonna make any profit off it, and then you know who to go for.
You know him who shall not be named, Mega Mike, right? You know who I'm talking about in the squad of Rusty Looters. We've got a guy there, Shady Boss, right? And he's become a bit of a myth, and we're going to make him even a bigger myth. He's become a myth within our little crew here, but he's became a big myth because, number one, he doesn't want to be on any videos at all, right? But number two, he's like what we would call like the CIA of Rust, where he really knows everything, and he interacts with everybody, and he gives us information that is crazy, dude. Like, he is like the CIA of Rust. He's got 2 accounts, and he is... Like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. But how did I get on the subject to him? What was I going to say about him again? There was something I was about to tell you. I can't even remember now, dude. There was a reason that I brought him up. At least I'll be able to rewind this conversation and see my thought pattern there.
But yeah, he's very like methodical, man. Like how he plays Rust, man. Like, it's like he's very strategic, man. You know what I mean? He has stuff all over the map. He has bags all over the map. He has stashes all over the map. It's like he usually has like half, if not all, the tugs on a map. You know what I mean? He's just very good, and plus the guy he works nights too, right? So he likes he'll play like when there's like nobody on too, right? And he can run around and figure all this stuff out, right? When
Well,
there's less heat on
you
him.
kind of have to have that strategy in a game like Rust. You know?
Mm.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah.
But he's definitely good at the game. That's for sure.
Sometimes you build a base next to your main base just so you can defend your main base.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Base. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is if the enemy take that over, huh? That's when you got a problem. Because that happened to me once, dude, and it was not good. But yeah, nah. What drew you to Rust, Shady? Like, what was the catalyst for Rust for you in your life?
Honestly, it was just I was looking for a game to buy, and I kind of had vaguely heard of Rust, but I didn't really know what it was about.
Yeah.
And then I saw Rust console on the PlayStation Store,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, that's pretty cheap, man. Like, I'm gonna buy that."
Yes,
And then
Yes,
I started playing, and I was like, wow, this is a really good game. And then I started looking at PC, and I'm like, wow, they're like even better game, you know? Like,
Mm.
Well, that's what was funny because that's what I started watching was the PC videos, but I didn't know there was a difference between the console and the PC. I thought they were like the same game, right?
Same.
And
Same.
and then when I bought it, and like I watched it for like quite a while, like probably like a month or more. I watched these videos before I even bought the game, and I think I started first out watching. I think it was Kickstand. I think it was, and yeah, man, I am downloading it, and then I realized like, where's all this stuff? Why isn't this at Outpost? Why isn't this at Bandit Camp? You know what I mean? And then I found out, friggin' like, oh wait, it's two separate games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember
And but I still loved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
It was
it's
still
like
awesome. Yeah.
when I started, I saw a video about the tech tree, and I was like, how come I can't find this tech tree? It doesn't show it. And then I looked it up, and it's like, oh, console doesn't have the tech tree yet. I'm like, oh.
Jeez.
But it was one of our first updates, I do believe. It was one of the earlier updates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
Okay. Yeah, you must have seen some changes, huh? My goodness.
Yeah. We got horses now. We got electrical. We got the farming 2.0.
Yeah.
We got industrial.
Mm.
that's right.
I dig the industrial with the auto smelting. It's like I go out farm, throw shit in a box, and it does all the work for me. You know.
Yeah, man, it's definitely key, especially if you're a solo. I bet too, right? You know, because you don't really have someone that's like that's just constantly farming and stuff and stocking furnaces, and you know what I mean? It's just an automated system. You don't have to worry about it. Set it and forget it, right? Once you keep stocking wood in there, you're gonna be good to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. Yeah, you found an electric furnace.
I do use the electric furnaces sometimes, but not all. Like, I don't use all the furnaces in my base as the electric furnace. Like, I use
Yeah, you can't, yeah.
majority
Yeah.
regular furnaces.
That's funny because like when they like released those, I think it was like a week or so ago. I think when you built the headquarters there, Kilted. You
Yeah.
put electric furnace down. We're just kind of putting random friggin' items around the room, right, just for decoration, kind of, right? And that was the very first electric furnace I've ever hooked up in Rust, man. That one right there. It's just, I get it. Like if you're like just wanting to get metal frags or whatever fast or something like that, but you know what I mean? It's like. But like you pretty much need the charcoal from smelting your metal and your sulfur just to get enough charcoal to make your boom. You know what I
Well,
mean? So
the nice thing about the electric ones though is they do fit in spots that a
Yeah.
regular furnace wouldn't fit.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
that's
sure.
true. It's good for your metal frags, eh? But yeah, you definitely need that char there. You need that char.
You just throw a bunch of campfires on your roof and throw.
Campfires
a
are
bunch
the worst though, right? Campfires,
Yeah, the
bro.
oil refinery seem to
Campfire
put out charcoal
output
the
is so bad.
fastest.
You get
Oil
like
refinery seems to be
one
the best
charcoal an hour.
Yeah, the oil refinery does work
Yeah,
pretty good too.
refinery's the best. Yeah, you need just to circle your base in refineries.
I found this base. You'll see it in the upcoming video I've got. But I found this base on TikTok, and it's like a solo base, and it's got a built-in refinery.
Right, yeah,
Yes,
I've
sir.
done one of them
Oh,
as well.
cool.
So the one I done, it was like one square in the middle with triangles as almost right round it like a honeycomb, and then you remove the square in the middle and you put the the refinery right there in the middle, because you're left with the triangle pattern, obviously with the walls round, and you can build up one and then make like an upper level to store boxes as well.
This is basically like you build onto a two by one, like the honeycomb and that, but then you leave 3 triangles out, and then you take the you destroy them, and you put your refinery there.
Yes, sir. Eh?
Yeah, it's good to have a couple of refineries inside a...
Yeah, indoors, man, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a big div.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like the getting that charcoal though, so I always stick to freaking small furnaces, man. I always do.
Yeah, man, you do.
So, what are you guys most hyped about new gen?
Build animations.
Yeah, build animations.
That's one of the build animations
nice.
Are gonna be cool. They're gonna be really cool seeing that.
Yeah,
man. I can't wait to upgrade the first wall and see it.
It's gonna be weird,
awesome.
it not just instantly changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be weird, man. There's gonna be. I'm probably excited, mostly I think for. At this point in time, probably like the scrappies.
Yeah, the introduction of vehicles.
Yeah, the air vehicles, man, are friggin' awesome. And like, I'd love to see some ground vehicles. Like that camper van would just be sick to run around farming in.
Oh my
like,
god.
Yeah, I really hope we get the camper van sooner than later.
Yeah,
But,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think their plan, guys, right? Think about it. Like, they don't want to drop all the gems in one go and have us all fucking burnt out after a couple of months of playing it. They want to keep us hooked on playing this game for at least a year, right? A couple of years, you know, like really hooked on it, you know.
Yeah.
So they're gonna give us what they're gonna give us, and it's probably gonna be monthly updates. And yeah, I can see Junkyard being one of the early updates, if not on release.
Hope so.
Do you think it's come on release? I don't think it's going to be there on release.
It might have a chance to be, man, because there's something they were working on before they even, even talked about this. The second, they want like a version for the current gen. Something they talked about before. So hopefully.
Do you remember that leaked Xbox list that nobody got a picture of, but there was text sent around about it?
Yeah.
No.
So there was apparently it showed up on the Xbox store, the feature list for next gen console. And nobody got a picture of it, which is a little sus. But basically, there was some people typed it out, and they sent it around to some of the YouTubers and stuff. And it had Airwolf Vendor, Minis, Scrappies, a lot of the stuff that's already confirmed. I mean, Minis isn't confirmed, but Scrappies and like SAM sites, that's all confirmed now. Parachutes, hot air balloons. But something that hasn't been confirmed that was on that list is modular vehicles. So it's a possibility. It's speculation, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, that would be the cherry on top, to be honest.
Oh, it would be. I'm more excited about modular vehicles than air vehicles, really. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, minis will be nice. Minis will be nice, but modular vehicles, I feel like, will be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think honestly, once like ground vehicles come in, I'll probably use ground vehicles more. But like, I think that like it's just the cool effect of like being able to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and we definitely needed the verticality.
Yeah,
So
for
we
sure.
definitely did need that. But.
Like, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. But I could see me using like ground vehicles just as much, if not more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you can use that
for
camper van to either farm or to raid somebody.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
You can armor it up and everything. You can make like an
Imagine
like
a
an
couple,
armored carrier or something there.
2 or 3 of you with them.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah, get the motorcycles going with the side carts. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Do a drive-by. But, well, yeah. I don't know, the possibilities are... See, we're already getting creative, guys. You know, the video ideas are just going to be insane. The content is going to be insane. Yeah, it's really...
There's going to be amazing content when this game launches, the next gen version.
Yeah.
And we got almost 1 week till early access.
10 days, yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's getting
10 more
close.
days, man. 10 more days and we'll have the early access, boys.
And we'll know.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then we'll know exactly what is up.
Yeah.
Yep. There'll be no more questions. There'll be review Review time.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be all
man.
review videos coming out.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy because like all the servers are probably just gonna be packed, dude. Probably.
That's what I was
Lots
saying,
of
mate.
live streams too. Right?
Yeah, the live streams are gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be wild, dude. It's gonna be an
The
epic day
internet
for
will
the
crash.
console.
Yeah.
Shut the whole internet right down. Can you
Yeah.
imagine? Oh god, system overload.
Yeah.
I
know.
actually, I saw. I don't know if it was on one of my videos or on one of the other YouTubers that I follow, but I saw some PC players saying that they were happy it was getting better on console because they would rather play on console. Some of them. I know that's something you don't hear a PC player say, but I
Yeah.
saw it in a couple comments.
That sounds like, yeah, almost like swearing into the PC
Yeah.
community there.
Yeah,
what
really. It's
you
kind of like
just
once
said.
people go like PC, it's like they don't go
I
back.
know the PC people are gonna hear me and they're gonna be like, "No, you're lying."
No one
man."
said that.
No one's ever said that, you liar. But no, they won't say
But
that.
I could see
But-
it though, man. I could see it making people want more interested that play PC, more like, willing to play console, man, because the graphics will be way better, more similar items that they're used to. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
not to mention all the returning players too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
exactly, dude. Do you watch a lot of like PC Rust content?
I watched a lot of Willjum videos, but I try not to watch too much PC because it just makes me jealous of all the shit they have.
See, that's
Yeah.
funny, dude. Because
Hopefully
when
that
I
won't be a problem here soon.
yeah, back in the day, it's right before I really started getting into Rust. When I first was thinking, should I get this or not? I was watching so much PC Rust content, but now, yeah, I'm not watching as much, I would say. But I still watch a variety of both. Like I still like watching raids and watching. Have you heard of that Jewer? Jewer. He's got some really good build videos and he's great at PvP and some great funny raids. Shout out Jewer. I was just watching him there, earlier there. But yeah, dude. So the audience is going to be a fresh set of eyes on the 19th. Yeah, there's going to be new players on the 26th.
All the console YouTubers are gonna blow up. I bet you'll see some PC players making console content to get more views too.
You think?
Yes, sir. That'd be cool.
Because I know when console first launched, there was people like Willjum and that who did a console video, like playing on console.
Yeah.
I don't know if Willjum's, I think he was one of them, but there was also like a couple other guys that did like a console one, but they're PC YouTubers,
Yeah.
Stepped out of
It's
their
cool,
realm
man.
for a little bit there to do a vid.
Yeah.
Well, because the hype, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a lot of hype around this game right now, man. For the 19th, there's definitely a lot of hype for sure, man.
Yeah,
gonna be
looking forward
chaotic.
to it.
Yeah, it's going to be chaotic. Yeah, as you say, it's going to be busy because you know what it's like when a server gets wiped at the start of a fresh wipe. Everybody's loading up, but this is the start of the first wipe.
Yeah, when you go into a server
Yeah.
and it's 2 hours old, it's actually gonna be 2 hours.
This is
old.
actually going to be a 2 hours old game.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
you, if you get deluxe or ultimate, you get a week extra on wipe.
Yeah,
That's right, man. That's right, dude. I imagine it's gonna be like the gameplay's not guaranteed, right? So I wonder, like, if they have to like reset the server or something, right? I wonder if you're gonna keep the VPs too. I wonder if they're
No,
gonna keep
no,
the
you do.
blueprints,
It's
or
just
they gonna
carries
wipe
on.
too, or-
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's just carrying on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That'd be nice. Pretty
Yeah.
exciting stuff, man. I'm curious to see though, man. I think in the next day or two though, like I think we're gonna get another little crumb drop here. I think in the next few days.
I think we'll get a trailer too at some point here.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be something else, man. There's gotta be.
There's
And
got to
I
be maybe a
mean-
trailer. Yeah, I think a trailer.
Thursday's a week away, so it could be Thursday.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
do stuff on a Thursday. Actually, you're right. Yeah, a Thursday could be the
Never
day.
know.
Let's see. We'll wait and see if you're right here. This will be out before Thursday.
Time will tell.
Currently
Yeah.
on Monday. This will probably be on Tuesday this week. Tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really wanted to find out about your path into YouTube as well, Shady Balls. What made you start a channel first back in the day? What made you just click and say, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel?
Well, I've always kind of wanted to like do the YouTube thing, or at least like record videos. But what really made it easily accessible was the capture card in the PS4.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the built-in editing software.
So that really helped you to get your grind on and start making videos then.
I mean, some of my original videos are very unedited and not top quality for sure. But when I got into Red Dead Redemption Online, that's when I really started to get a little better at the YouTube thing, and that's when I came up with making a rap for the game I was playing. And
oh, here we go. He's got a rap. You got a rap for us right now, mate? Huh?
I'm working on a song for Rust. I haven't really finished it yet, but I can share a couple lines.
You want to share a couple bars there, sir? That would be awesome.
Let's hear it.
Do you want me to beat? Do you want me to beat? No. You want a cappella? I think a cappella would be better, would it?
Yeah, acapella. Yeah. The competition's as toxic as a monkey with bum knees. Obi-Wan Toki, the Rush G. My friends trust me as far as they can throw me. I need a smoke, please. No longer toke trees, but I'm still broke. Jeez, got no scrap. That's no cap. I was just rapping. Dude ran up and started capping. I wasn't even aiming to shoot. They came and took my loot. Well, my teammates shook in the boots.
Woo! Shady balls.
Yes, sir.
Rubber name
Sounds
bars.
good,
I feel
dude.
like I'm in the trailer park 8 Mile right here. Shady.
Yes, sir.
With Slim Shady there.
Yes, sir.
Actually, the name Shady Boss, a lot of people think it's like I'm a shady dude or something.
Yeah.
But what it really was I like Shady's music, like Slim Shady, Eminem.
Oh, a little tip of the hat to
And
Marshall there, huh?
So Shady, and then I'm a boss, you know, so.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir.
So what's the 420? Is that your date of birth? Is it April 20th? Is it?
No. I used to smoke a lot of weed. But,
Oh God!
Yeah.
That's illegal in my country.
not here in Canada.
No, sir.
Not anymore.
Well-
Not anymore.
I hope the UK government are listening.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. I'll probably cut that out. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Geez.
What's been your biggest challenge in growing an audience, Shady Boss? There, like what do you think's the
consistency?
Yeah. You think that's a challenge for you though? Staying consistent, is that what you mean?
Yeah, I have a difficulty staying consistent to uploading and whatnot, right? So, or just recording even sometimes.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to say it's half time right now in the year, and to all you out there who maybe made some New Year's resolutions at the start of the year, and we're halfway through the year, folks. Okay, so it's half time. It's half time right now. Where are you? Where are you in your YouTube goals?
I'm doing pretty good now. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Awesome,
So you
man.
think
you're
you've
moving right along, man?
You've managed to get on top of the consistency and just yeah, it is a tough thing to stay consistent. You're right, in anything, to be honest.
My goal right now is an upload a week at least, and I've been keeping up on that for a few weeks now. So.
Yeah.
Good.
That's good, man.
That's a good goal. That's a good
I've
goal.
actually been surpassing that. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
That's
There you
awesome,
go.
man.
That's it. If you set a goal and then you can just do more, then why not? Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And the algorithm will like that regular upload from you. You know, the algorithm will favor that and say, "Oh, he's a regular uploader."
That's right.
You guys
The
are
subs will
taking
like
off pretty good too yourselves. Like,
Oh, thank you, man.
I
thank
think
you.
when I first spotted your channel, you only had like 10 or 20 subs. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're moving along pretty good, man. It's been good, man. Absolutely.
We were lucky enough to get a couple of good guests on, like, you know, the very
I saw
couple
you
of
had,
interviews.
You had Toxic on there.
Toxic was like being very friendly, accommodating, and nice to us. So we have to really say thank you very much to for that as well. I was thinking about that earlier, actually. You know, you didn't have to do that, and that was really nice of him to come on here and jump on here.
Also,
Same for
Fluxy.
yourself.
Yeah, and Flux there too. Fluxy came on there.
Of course,
Fluxy's been on
Fluxified.
twice there, and no, it's been
Toxic
awesome.
introduced us
Great
to
having him on.
Fluxified. Yeah, it was great
Yeah, that's
meeting
right.
Flux and doing that first podcast with the two of them. But yeah, it will be crazy, dude, because we're going to try our hardest to stay consistent as well. And we're going to just like keep grinding and grinding. And as me and Mike said, you know, we're going to get to the stage where a couple of years from now, we're going to look back and be like, wow, you know, like where it all started from. And that's what and you have to kind of like envision where you're going to go with something in the future, where it's going to go. It's like, it's like jumping into the car and putting it in your vehicle and jumping into the sat nav and not having a destination and just the sat nav saying left here, right here. You don't know where you're going. Where are you going? You know what I mean? You need to have a destination. You need to know where you're going. You need to plan it and just keep grinding. And you know,
I'm gonna retire making YouTube videos.
yeah,
so
or retire. Yeah, making YouTube videos because I really enjoy the process. You know, doing this, sitting talking with people. Playing the game, like making the videos, me and Mike, like it's like a little team we're running here now, you know, and it's like it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool.
And you know, like Toxic was saying on I think it was one of the ones he was on with you guys in the Rustcast. This is a very good time for Rust console creators, you know.
Yeah, that's right, man. This is the time to do it when the current trend's going to be coming out, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be flipping awesome, man.
Yeah.
And the competition's not too bad. Like, there's not that many console-specific creators, right? So.
Yeah, that's right.
And as long as your content stands out, it doesn't. You know, people talk a lot about competition, but like, dude, like if somebody drops a like, you know, if one of the bigger content creators drop a video on the same day as another one, I'll still watch both the videos. You know what I mean? I'll watch both their videos.
Up with all of it. I watched all of it.
So it's not really competition, dude, and I see it as like just people that are covering the same. I said this as well. It is almost like we're a bit like journalists. Do you know what I mean? Because I watch like a lot of like for example, like the UFC, right? The journalists, they're just journalists, straight up journalists, or like the NFL, or like they're just straight up journalists. You know what I mean? But we're journalists that are covering a game, that are doing social commentary while also playing a game. Do you know what I mean? We're participants in the thing that we're journaling about. So it's a weird dynamic. Like, I don't know if people get that. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of a weird, like, little dynamic there. Yeah, we get it, but, you know,
it's like we're in the war zone.
Yeah, exactly.
While reporting back, like, we're in the war zone.
Doing research on it and finding new information on it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's definitely a lot to do for sure. But I enjoy it, right? We enjoy it. Both of us do enjoy doing it, right? We love this game, so.
Yeah, I love the game.
And that's one of the things I like is like with any game I play, I like keeping up to date with all the latest information, and I like making my own videos talking about the latest news or any issues with the game, you know.
Yeah.
So you follow like a script when you're making your videos there?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I craft a script but sometimes I just run with whatever's on my mind, you know, like just kind of like a rant, you know.
Yeah. Like a flow. You get into the flow mode. I like it. I like that kind of.
The only problem is my brain lags a little bit, so it's like I'll say and a couple times. You know?
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. Yeah, lagging.
Like a '90s computer, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to scrap a video and say, right then, that's it, I'm done with that one. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'll get halfway through recording a video and I'll mess it up and have to retake it.
Jeez, eh? Yeah, that happens though, right? You know what I mean? You get that feeling like, I don't like this as much as I did the first time I seen it.
Most of mine's just a voiceover over gameplay though, so.
Yeah. Have you had any trolls or negative comments or anything like that?
You get the odd negative comment here and there, but I've had a lot of people like in different games I've played that really like my rap intros, you know. And there's the odd person that says there's the odd person that's like, "Oh man, that's trash rap at the beginning." But like,
what do they know?
Like, do they even like rap? You know?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
And that's their opinion too, right?
That's right, man. Everyone has a right to it, right? That's right.
They are entitled to it, but
you know what I mean. It's just like there's always going to be haters no matter what you do, right? You know, everyone's always going to have an opinion, right?
And another thing, you got to keep this in mind: any publicity is good publicity. So if somebody hates your stuff, at least they're still watching your stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's
Well, you
very
still
true.
watched it.
Yeah, and that's why I leave that note in the loot boxes of the Rusty Loot, because they're going to be the people that go back and keep wanting to watch your stuff. And when you go live, they're going to be watching your live to see what server you're on, where you're playing, so they can try and work
Yeah,
out some
that's
tricks
right.
on you. So
Yeah,
you
we've
know,
had a few trolls.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
Actually, the other day, Shady Boss, somebody we were doing. Do you do lives, like much live streaming?
Not much, no.
We were doing a live stream and somebody in the stream, so this is the second time it's happened now, Mike, right? The second
Yeah.
time that we've went live on YouTube and somebody has worked out what server we're in, joined the server, and then when we've been raiding or doing something, they've came and like tried to attack us.
Yeah.
Because they've got inside information on us, and
Yeah,
we
exactly.
actually know because they told us. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually wondering about that in the series I was telling you about there. I showed the server name at the beginning of the series.
Bad idea.
And I've been rated like twice already. So.
Jeez, yeah. Yeah, I would reveal the server name at the end, maybe, of the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, however you want to do it, but no, yeah, and I didn't think it was that would even happen. I thought, nah, that'll never happen. We're only a small. It has happened already twice.
Yeah, well, there's people out there that do that to get content, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I've
they'll just
seen
watch
that
like
actually.
Twitch streamers and stuff like that just to see like where they're at, see if they like, especially if you like let your base code out, they're gonna
Yeah.
try and find out where you're at.
Oh,
right? They'll
yeah,
go in there and
yeah,
change all
yeah.
your base codes. I watch tons of videos like that, man. It's pretty funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mentioned old Zany. He's got a great video out there winding up some people there on the streamers. There was a Scottish guy. He was winding him up as well, actually. A Scottish PC streamer there. He was winding him up. Really cool
That's
video. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
It's good. I like the trolling videos. They're pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as they're not too bad. You know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot of good ones out there. That's for sure.
Have you got any creators out there that you get inspiration from, Shady? Like any favorite Rust content creators or any?
I'd have to say he doesn't make specifically just Rust console content anymore, but one of the best Rust console creators, and I like it because he's got the developer's viewpoint, is Serial Overdrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Serial Overdrive.
Because
His
in a lot
content's
of his
dope.
early Rust content videos, or Rust console videos, he talked about the updates and stuff from a developer's point of view, because he actually does some developing for video games. So.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It'd be good to have that inside information on it. You know what I mean? You probably have a lot more, you know, like insight and understanding of what's going on too, right? From like
Yeah.
that aspect of things too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'll understand more about it. Yeah, exactly.
And then another good a good PC Rust YouTuber that I like to watch is Willjum. His videos are really chill.
Love
Yeah,
Willjum.
they are,
Yeah,
man.
dude. Yeah. Yeah, I think
William's videos are awesome, man. The cinematics are crazy in them, man.
yeah, when we first talked, Shady, ever, you said that exact phrase that his videos are really chill. Do you just get like a really good experience when you watch his content?
Well, see, a lot of the content that I do watch on YouTube, I don't really watch. I'm usually listening to it at work. So when it's like something you can listen to and you get the story just by listening or whatever, you know, or like news, you getting the information by listening, you know.
Yeah, no, that's so true. And a lot of times I'm the same. I'm just listening to stuff, whether it be traveling or in a vehicle or whatever. I'm just listening to stuff rather than actually watching what's going on.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't watch my phone and drive. I swear to God.
I don't even touch my phone and drive.
Yes, at
Yeah,
all.
I'll do that too, man. I'll throw it in the cup holder and just play a video and just like listen while I'm driving. You know what I mean? To find out what's going on, or yeah, it's pretty sweet, man.
Where do you see
Little
yourself in
lessons.
5 years, Shady? 5 years, Shady Boss 420's channel. Where do you see yourself?
I see it blowing up. I see me getting a little better at the raps, you know. So.
The raps.
Yeah.
Okay, a little better. Did you say?
Yeah, a little better.
Nah, I think
better
it's
with
dope.
the editing and whatnot. So.
So that's cool. So you've got a little bit of a projection in your mind there of what you want. We want to get better at rapping, better at editing, and
my short-term goal right now is just to hit 500 subs and the 3,000 hours of watch time.
oh yeah, hit that 500.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say it one more time. Lives, guys. Everybody should go live for hitting that those watch hours. Okay. That's the best way. I would say a quick way of getting those watch hours.
Live
up.
streams.
Yeah, because lots of people just jump in, and you also get subs from going live as well, dude. If you just
I'll
got
definitely be live streaming on the 19th or the
Exactly.
26th, depending on when we get the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. What advice would you give to someone who's starting out in Rust? You gave some advice earlier, though. That was a question I had for you, and you've already answered it. I think you answered it quite well.
Yeah, you want to not get attached to your loot and never give up. Especially as a solo, you can never give up. You gotta keep building back and build back stronger.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Not getting attached to the loot, again, man, I've got to say one more time, it is underrated. That is so true. Do not get attached to your loot, people. Just remember it's pixels on a screen. Okay, guys? Don't get attached to the loot.
And even when it's in your base, it can be stolen.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Things usually go twice as quick as they came, friggin', you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the win so good, though, right? You know what I mean? When you do have that success, man, it just feels way better, man. Because you probably had like 100 failures to get that one success. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. It's all part of the game, right?
Yeah. Have you ever had, like, what's a crazy experience you've had on Rust with like other players? Like I've had a lot of angry DMs and stuff like that. Have you had that kind of stuff happening to you, Shady Boss?
Oh man, there was one time a little while ago I was playing in a trio, and we had a pretty dope base set up. I had a DB and a pick and a hatchet, and I was going out to farm. And this guy, he comes up naked and he's like, "Man, give me a start, give me a pickaxe, give me something." And I was like, "Nah, man." Like I didn't get on mic or anything, but I like pointed the gun at him, right, like back up. And he started running at me with the rock, and I shot and I missed, and he ended up killing me with the rock, even though I had a DB. Like I know I shouldn't even say that on here, but anyways, he got on mic and he was yelling at me because I was such a bad player.
Jesus.
God, man.
Yeah. I was like, "Man, why you mad? You killed me, man."
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
No one dead on the ground here.
Yeah, me and Mike have had some. Yeah, I don't know what the word would be, Mike, when we go out and we do those big farming and then we end up... Me and Mike have went out, dude, so many times we've been out, right, and we've done massive farming, like large backpack, ram pack, inventory of just sulfur and metal ore and high qual and sulfur and metal ore and high qual, right? And then we are on the way back to the base, just about fucking 2 grids away, and we get fucking smoked and robbed. It's happened so many times.
So often, man. Or it sucks like when you actually run into your base, like, "Oh, sweet, I made it home." Then you go to open your gate and someone's hiding in a bush right there. Boom, boom, with a DV, and this drops. So you're like, "Shit!" And they just grab your stuff and take off, like they're gone.
Just
Sod's
law.
Sir. The joys of Rust.
Yeah.
But it makes you come back for more, though. You know what I mean? I find this makes you want to grind harder. Like
the highs and the lows, right? That's what keeps you hooked.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, man. The highs and lows.
The highs and the
are
lows.
high and the lows are low.
Yep. Right. That's so true, bro. It's so true. And I think because there's such highs and such lows, that is what sustains you through the learning curve. Because it is quite a learning curve when you first start playing it, right? Like, you know, but I think those highs and those lows, they do. And yeah, you're right. It is the highs and lows that keep me coming back for sure. What would you say, Shady Boss, right, is something that your audience would be surprised to learn about you? Have you got something that you would think that your audience would be surprised to learn about Shady Balls?
I don't know. Maybe that I'm a dad? I don't know.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're
That's
all
awesome,
dad.
man.
We're all dads here then.
We're all dads here then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What advice? Okay, this is another last advice question. What advice would you give to someone starting a channel today then? For
Consistency.
gaming, consistency. Again,
Yeah.
coming back to consistency is right. That is really the key in anything, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is good to
Stick
stay
with
consistent,
it
right?
and keep those weekly uploads up, you know?
That's right. Keep the people wanting more.
Yeah. I did do, it's not a rap, but it's a remake or a parody of The Joker by Steve Miller Band.
Oh yeah.
You know the song? It's like, some people call me the Space Cowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's some people call me the Russ Cowboy, and then I go into the whole Russ version of it, you know.
Oh, yes, sir.
I can see
funny,
that
man.
with an animation. I'm just in my mind. I can see that like with an animation.
Yeah, it's a pretty good video. It doesn't have much views yet, but it's a pretty good little parody video I put together there.
Yes, sir. Have to check it out.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, we really appreciate you jumping on the Rustcast and giving us your points of view and giving us your experience in the game there as well. An OG in the game here. SHADYBOSS420 since the beta, and dropping some gems there for the newbies that are going to be coming in the 26th.
That's right. Yes, sir. There's going to be lots.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
well, I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
Yeah,
No,
no
at
worries,
all.
man. We're glad to have you on, man.
Yeah, man. I will definitely need to do it again, and once we get the. Once we get the new gen here, I can't believe it. It's only 10 sleeps, guys. Once we get the new gen, we'll need to do a release.
It's coming right up, man. It's just like
It's
It's
coming.
10 sleeps.
yeah. We just want it now.
It's like Christmas.
That's what it
Yeah,
feels
man.
like, huh?
Yeah.
I've been saying that. Okay, man. Right. Take it easy. Thanks again, brother.
Alright,
Yes,
peace
sir.
out.
Peace out, everyone.